Thank you for taking the time to view this Tableau training video. My name is Jennifer Blunt, and I'm presenting alongside with my colleague, Raina Colney. So we both work with the Clinical Quality Metrics Analysis team, which supports the assessment of quality improvements through the design, collection, and analysis of data. So some of the session goals that we hope to cover today, or in the video, is we're going to do a Tableau introduction, kind of covering the what, the why, and the how. And then we're going to go over some features of Tableau in a little bit of a demo. So what is Tableau? Tableau is a business intelligence data visualization software. It can connect to nearly any data source and allows for instantaneous insight by transforming data into visually appealing and interactive visualizations called dashboards. So why Tableau? Tableau is here to help AHS see and understand its data. So it's fast and easy. Seeing useful data is mere clicks away, and it is very interactive. It's beautiful and useful. Stunning interactive graphs built for frontline staff who live the data firsthand. And it's for everyone. It is accessible to all AHS employees. So basically, it gets data to people in a way that's visually pleasing and also useful. So how does it work? So it starts with the data. So as mentioned, it connects to many different data sources, and although it supports live connections, extracts are typically used for speed. And in the middle, we have the publishers. So publishers create dashboards on their local computer and then publish them to the Tableau server where updates can be automated. And then at the front line, we have the information consumer. So users access current dashboards at any time of the day by any web-enabled device or by scheduled email delivery. And they can access the AHS Tableau as long as you're inside the AHS firewall, such as a local computer, local Wi-Fi, or VPN RSA fob session. So now we're going to move into the demo, and I'm going to hand it over to Raina.
Thanks, Jen. So we're going to walk through how to access Tableau Server and a few of the features of Tableau Server. So we're going to start by accessing it through Insight at our Insight homepage. We're just going to type Tableau up in the top corner here, and we're going to select the key match here. This brings us to the Tableau Server Insight page. Our AHS Tableau team has created this page with information on Tableau, as well as their contact information for help with Tableau Server, as well as some additional links here. We're going to use the Tableau login button here and just click on that button. If you've not accessed Tableau before, it will take you to a login page, and you can click on the end user agreement. Once you've completed that, it will send an email to your inbox within usually about 5 minutes. And then you can log in using your AHS username and password. Each time you log in on a new computer, you will need to fill in your username and password again. And it's going to bring us, once we've logged in, to the welcome page here. The welcome page has 6 different options to choose from. We have the catalog, executive portal, statistics, learn, developers, and projects. Projects is a group of different bins, basically, that the workbooks and dashboards are categorized by. You can use this view to see the different bins and select one of the project views to see the different workbooks within it. Developers, this would allow you to see the different developers or publishers that we have. And if you know a particular publisher who has published a dashboard you're looking for, you could search for that dashboard using this view. We also have Learn here. This is a walkthrough of some of the features of Tableau that our Tableau team here at AHS has put together for us. Statistics. This allows you to track server performance and usage. This view is useful mostly to publishers, not as much to the end users. And then we also have the executive portal. This is a collection of top reports that our Tableau Server team has put together for a select audience. We have the catalog here. That's what we're going to take a look at today. I just clicked on view below catalog there. So here we have a few different ways of searching for workbooks. You can see here on the left we have the tags. Tags are keywords that a publisher has assigned to a dashboard to help you search for that particular dashboard. We also have project filters. Again, these are the bins that the dashboards are put, or workbooks are put into. You can see we have quite a few here: acute care ambulatory, acute care inpatient, addiction and mental health, cancer care, analytics, and so on. If we wanted to search for a particular project filter, we could deselect all, type in what we're looking for, select it, and click apply. We're not going to search using that today, so I'm just going to click cancel here. We can also search by publisher filter. If we know the publisher of the dashboard we're looking for, we could search for them here. We have a workbook filter, so if we know the actual workbook name, we can search for it here. If we wanted to look for all the workbooks in a certain bin, in a certain project, we could search for that project and select that as a filter, and it would display all the workbooks here. This list of workbooks is interactive. If you click on any of these blue workbook titles, it will take you directly to the workbook. And we see here we have the project listed beside it here, as well as the publisher and the last updated date. So we're going to use this black bar up at the top and this search bar up here. We're going to search for the medicine dashboard portal for today's demo. There we go. We can see here it's had 756 views and 21 people have selected it as a favorite. If we were to be accessing this dashboard all the time and we want to be able to access it quickly, we can select it here as a favorite. You can see now that the star is orange, it's been selected as a favorite. To find our favorites, we can go up to the top right corner here and click on this star. And you can see here we have all of the favorites available to us here. We could click on a dashboard in this list and be brought directly to it. If I do not want to have this particular dashboard as a favorite anymore, I can just click on that again and it's no longer a favorite. If I did not want to be brought to the Tableau welcome page and I wanted to come directly to this dashboard every time, I can make this my start page. So every time I access the AHS Tableau server, I would come directly to this dashboard. So I just click on this drop-down arrow to the right of my name in the top right corner and make this my start page. We're going to select Change Start Page, and now this would be my start page every time I were to log in. If I decide no, I would prefer to go to the welcome page every time, I can go into my account settings. And you see here down on the left, it says Start Page. To the right of that, it says Reset to Default. And I'm just going to reset it back to the default start page. We're going to go back to Content here. And this has brought us to the project view. You can see here we have all the different projects. And I'm going to type in medicine and search by medicine. It's brought us to the Medicine and Family Medicine project. And click on that, and there's our medicine welcome page. You can see here it's giving us a view of the medicine welcome page. It's the workbook. It's published by Jason Scarlett. If we were to click on his name, it would give us a list of all the different dashboards he's published. We have 757 views, and one person has selected this workbook as a favorite. So within this workbook is the medicine dashboard portal, and that's what we're going to select. If at any time you want to go back to the welcome page, you can click on the Alberta Health Services logo up here. It will take us back to our welcome page. We have here the pathway that we've taken to get here is from Home, Medicine and Family Medicine Project, Medicine Welcome Page Workbook, Medicine Dashboard Portal is our dashboard. And we are going to go ahead and select one of the dashboards off of this portal. We're going to select the COACT dashboard for this portion of the demo. And here you can see again, we see who's published this dashboard and the number of views, and we can open up one of these dashboards within the workbook. Many of the publishers will include one of the dashboards in the workbook as an introduction or a welcome page, and they will include additional information about the data and how to use the workbook in that. This particular dashboard, they've included additional information up in the top corner here. If we just hover over this form page, it gives us additional information on how these numbers have been determined. We can see here this publisher has included filters on the right-hand side. So we are going to select the facility level. And we're going to select Edmonton zone. We can see this is taking quite some time to make our selections. To speed this up, because what's happening every time we go in to make a selection is it's talking back and forth to the data source. We can pause it. And then we can quickly make our selections. Let's say all here. And then we can hit either resume to unpause it or refresh to just make the changes that we've chosen. We have the options here to undo, which will undo the most recent change. If I've hit pause, I may have to hit this a few times. Or we can revert back to the beginning. So revert has undone all of the changes that we've made to this dashboard. I'm going to select all here again. Sometimes when you're using the pause button, the undo does not work as well, so we're just going to undo now that last selection, and there you go. If I wanted to redo that selection, I can redo it here. And then we're just going to revert back again. So we've selected just the University of Alberta Hospital here. We're going to break it down by facility. Here we go. And then once we've made our filter selections, we can save these filter selections so they will be the same each time we access the dashboard. When we click on Original View up here, we can name the view. And we have a few options. We can make it our default. So this time, every time we access the dashboard, it'll take us straight to this view, these filter selections. We can also make it public. When we make it public, we make this view available to anyone who is viewing the dashboard. They can go ahead and choose it. You can see here we have a few public views down here. So we're going to save this as my default. And we're going to open up that view again. And we can go down to Manage in the right corner here. And here you see there's a pencil. The pencil will allow you to rename the view. The trash can will allow you to delete the view. And the eye icon here tells you with the line slash through it that it's private. It does not have a line slash through it. It's a public view that other people are able to see. We're going to keep this one private for now. And we'll save that. Once we've created our view, we can go into Subscribe. And here we can subscribe to this view or the entire workbook. This view would be just the dashboard we're looking at. Entire workbook would be all the tabs across the top of the screen here. If we know how frequently the dashboard is updated, we can choose a schedule based on that. If it's updated always on the 11th of the month, we could choose the 11th of the month or the 16th of the month. Don't send if view is empty. If your data selections don't contain any data, it won't send it to you. And then subject, you have the opportunity here to make it whatever works best for you so it's easily distinguishable in your emails. So we're going to subscribe here. Once you've created a subscription, if you're finding that it's not working for you, you can go up here to the top right corner to the drop-down arrow beside your name. My Account Settings. Across the top of the screen, select Subscriptions, and we're going to just check off the box to the left of your subscription, and then we're going to select the drop down beside Actions, And here we can change the schedule to receive the dashboard more frequently or less frequently. We can change the subject to something that's more easily distinguishable inside our email inbox. We can change that empty view mode so that it sends us to us whether it is empty or not, or we can choose to unsubscribe. And I'm just going to unsubscribe right now. Okay. We also have a couple other buttons at the top of the screen here. We have an alerts button, which is mostly useful for our publishers if there's an error with an extract refresh. We also have the information button. These tabs will bring you to server help, support, and information about health services. If you have, we're just going to bump back to content here. And here we are in our project view. And we'll find our medicine dashboard there again. If you have questions about a particular dashboard, you can select that here when you're looking at the workbook. You can find the publisher name here, and you can contact that publisher directly. And that's for questions about the data in the workbook or the workbook itself. For server questions, it's best to contact the Tableau server team. So we're going to go back into that COAC dashboard we were taking a look at. Okay. So we've subscribed to our view. We can also share our view. And when we click on share our view, it gives us the embed code for embedding it into an insight page. We also have a link that we can copy and paste, or just click on email link, and it will generate an email with that link so we can share that information with a colleague. We can also download a PDF of a dashboard. So we're going to go to PDF here on download. We can select the layout of portrait or landscape, the paper size, and the scaling so that we can fit it to the page for what works best for us. This dashboard will give us the dashboard exactly how it shows on our screen. Sheets in dashboard allows us to select sheets within the dashboard. I suggest using this one for dashboards that have scroll bars. So if there is a bar graph, a row graph, or a table with scroll bars, when you download or export in PDF using this option, it will give us all of the information across the dashboard without cutting it off. It'll just bring it onto another page. So here you need to deselect any sheets that you don't need the information on. They're blue when they're selected. So we don't want information on the information button. Maybe not growth. And then we would just hit download once we've made sure we have the correct selections. And then we'll just open up our PDF in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. And you can see here it's brought out just the information, and where it would have been cut off, it's just brought it onto another sheet. But it does not include any of the disclaimers or icons on the dashboard. Our last option for downloading is the Sheets in Workbook. This will give us all of the dashboards across the top here, so each of these tabs would come out in this export. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next tab. Moving across these dashboards, we can just click on the tabs across the top and bring us to the next dashboard. If we wanted to make this one full screen to share it with a colleague, we can click on full screen in the top right corner. This will remove the additional search bars across the top, and it only includes the undo, redo, revert, pause, and refresh buttons. If we wanted to go back and see this dashboard again in our normal view and undo the full screen, we just click on the top right little square here, and we're back to our normal view. When we want more information about a data point, we can hover over a particular data point and it will give us more information. Often a publisher will include the numerator and denominator in the tooltip if it's a percentage. We can also click on a data point, filter or highlight it. When there are multiple graphs on a dashboard, we suggest clicking on them. You won't break anything. You can always click the undo button. Often publishers will use one dashboard to filter the other, or one data point to filter the other data points on the dashboard. I'm going to go back to our medicine dashboard portal and select another dashboard. Okay, so this time we're going to choose the patient experience survey. So here you can see that this publisher has also put filters down the side on the right on this dashboard and across the top on this other dashboard within the workbook. We have an information button here. When we hover over this, it gives information on how to use the workbook. We also have a contact button here. When you hover over it, it gives you information on how to contact her. And when you click on it, it would generate an email. And you can see that this publisher has also included an introduction page to her dashboard with additional information on the dashboard and how to use it. And we have an additional feature here where you can drill up and down on a header. If you click on the minus when you hover over a header, so you see when I clicked on the minus, it's brought us to AHS zone level. When we drill down, we can drill right down to the unit level, and we could drill back up. That feature is also available on the date level, so that we could drill between year, quarter, and month of date. And drill down to month, and then click on the minus, and we can go back all the way up to fiscal year and back down to quarter again. There's also additional information often provided on the bottom of the dashboard here that lets you know who the publisher is and the workbook name if you're exporting it. Publishers may also include links to other dashboards from icons, other related dashboards. I hope that this has answered most of your questions. Thank you for your time today. For additional questions, please feel free to email us at clinicalqualitymetrics@ahs.ca. Thank you for your time.